What's up, y'all? Entropy here. Welcome back to Freeport Tech Dynasty. We're in our final two games of the season. We have the North Texas Mean Green coming to town this week. Our last home game, so it will be senior day. As you can see here, recruiting has a little check mark next to it. So I'll show you guys what all has happened. So first of all, Chester Kafka as it has initiated his deal, has enacted his deal breaker on us again, so we can't put any more points into him. So while that did free up 50 for me, it's a little annoying that this has now happened twice. I don't know what this means if no one else offers him a scholarship. I don't know if that means he ends up in the class anyway or what. But Corbin Ostergaard has now become a little more important. He looks like almost like just as good as Kafka, so it's not like a huge loss. It's just annoying because Kafka was the guy that we had on here first, but Ostergaard looks like he could be very good as well, and we're still in a good spot for him, so that is good. And then I had more points at my disposal, so I added a D-tackle, Dimitri Dunsmore from Jacksonville, North Carolina, and he looks very good. 2 mental abilities, 89 strength, and then 82 tackle. Power moves and finesse moves aren't great. Block shedding is also good at best, I guess. It's maybe I'm being a little too harsh on him. He's a 3-star recruit. He's not going to come in and be incredible, but I like what he's got coming in. So if we could land him, that'd be nice. We don't have anyone else with a scholarship offered to him, and it doesn't look like he has any Power 4 schools on his board. So this could be a very winnable late recruitment for us. And then I did also have 15 extra points at my disposal, so I just threw him into Amani Oladokun, who we've been going after, not even really going after him. He's just been on our board, and no one else has gone after him. He's from Missouri City, Texas, so he's a local kid. And it would be a nice land. I'm more than willing to take 2 quarterbacks in this class, even though we've already got, of course, Bruce Acho committed. Oladokun could be just as good or better. Who knows? We won't know until he gets to our roster. So nothing else to update on in terms of the other guys. It's all the same names you've come to expect. We do have 50 points into LeCounte now, of course, that gem tight end we discovered at the end of the last episode. Esposito is down to his top 5. And then Whiteheart, I haven't even scouted Whiteheart. Maybe that's something I'd do down the stretch if we already did offer him a scholarship. We're still doing well for McCants. We'll see if this holds, though, because we have 3 Power 4 schools on our tail for him. And then that's it. No one else to talk about. So yeah, the big updates. Kafka locked us out again. We added a D tackle we added a D tackle who were the menu glitched on me for a second there. But we added Dimitri Dunsmore to our board, who we're going to be going after now as well. We're going to go with the blue chrome helmet this week, and then we're going to go black top and then blue pants. Kentrell Stokes getting his second start of his career at quarterback in place of Kevin McAllister, who struggled down the stretch. And Jalen Brooks gets us started, and immediately an injury to Owen Parker, one of our offensive linemen. Gosh dang it. It's nice to see the wear and tear didn't carry over. Brooks and Stokes were both feeling it at the end of the game last week, so good to see that hasn't carried over as Montgomery gets open on a drag, as he does so often, and that's a first down for us. Owen Parker, bruised ribs. Yeah, we'll just sub in the backup. Fake pitch over to Brooks, and the pass rush got in there immediately. I tried to throw that so fast. I'm like, there's no way they'll be able to get there, but they sure did. Another play action here. Boy, that defender did a good job playing kind of both receivers. Stokes. Oh, ref! Throw the flag! Late hit! 3rd and 10. I really hate starting with the ball because our offense just hasn't been very good this year. We are going to try to hit Montgomery on the crosser, and he's got it. And he's got it quite a bit more. Chase from behind, but that's another huge conversion for the offense to stay on the field. Hand off to Brooks. Cuts up field. A nice carry there for Brooks. The run game has been a struggle, I feel like. It hasn't been very good, but Brooks gets a good carry there. If our run game was more effective, I feel like we'd be like way better off as a team, but like because our quarterback play is just not very good. We're going to hit Brooks on a little RPO play. Man, that defender was not aware of what was going on. Shane Wallace did a great job kind of keeping the receiver on him, and it allowed Tanner Brooks to gain even more yards. So that the offense is humming. We're down near the red zone, almost there. Marquise Taylor, the man in motion. We're going to throw it out to him, and that's going to be a nice catch and run for 9 yards. Jalen Brooks gets the carry. Blocking is horrendously bad as we lose about 4 or 5, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Stokes drops back, looking. We're just going to throw it to Miller, who came way the crap back and lost like 6 yards. And not only is that going to force us to definitely have to kick a field goal here, it's going to put us on the hash. And if you remember last week, I missed a field goal from this hash because I'm terrible at kicking field goals in this stupid game. So I have no confidence this is going to go in. Fortunately, it does. Grant Sullivan does knock it through. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a lead in the game. How about that? Up 3-0 in the first quarter. Whoops, messed up my camera angles. This is going to be a wonky kickoff. Assuming, oh my gosh, do people actually play like this? This is insane. I can't even tell where my guys are. Well, there we go. Okay, maybe I should play like that more often. That's a good stop by the coverage team. I'm going to be starting at the 15. Drew Mestamaker, the freshman, who will undoubtedly dot us up for 90% completions because that seems to happen every week now. North Texas with just a simple handoff on first down, and they get 4. DeAndre White with the stop. Oh, here we go. Another no-huddle team. You know how much I love going against teams like this. They just beat the crap out of our defense. Florida Atlantic was like this, and we couldn't stop them all game. There's a nice stop, though. Deion Carter getting a TFL. 3rd and 9 for the Mean Green. Well behind the sticks. Let's see if we can get a stop here. They handed it off. What a conservative play call. And they're going to have to punt it. Boy, I'd be really mad about that play call if I was a North Texas fan. You will never see me call a halfback run on 3rd and 9. Levi Chambers to return the punt. I feel like he hasn't had a punt return in forever. Probably because we don't force punts ever. But this is a good return. It'll start us inside their territory, actually. Pitch play to Jalen Brooks. Blocking is okay on the edge, and he's going to get the first down. A nice run from Jalen Brooks. Finally, some good blocking, too. Montgomery, the man in motion. We're going to call play action. Gosh dang, the pass rush is ferocious. I feel like we can't call any play that takes, like, longer than 2 seconds to develop, or we're just going to get sacked every time. I want Montgomery on the out route. He will catch it, but that safety came down nicely and was able to keep us from getting anywhere further. And it's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're up 3-0, and we have the ball, but it is 3rd and 11. So hopefully we can convert this somehow. 3rd and 11. Let's see if we can convert this somehow. We're going to try and get that to Brooks. Oh, he got stuck behind the defender, and it's intercepted. It wasn't a good throw for where his route was going. I tried to kind of lead him more and lead him back to the quarterback, but the defender was able to just... What is that? So they just slam a Gatorade or something when they get a turnover. That's pretty fun. I guess some teams have Miami's got the turnover chain. Michigan's got the turnover buffs. I guess North Texas does the turnover chug. It wasn't even worth trying to fully explain what I was talking about there. I got so distracted by their celebration for the turnover. As the defense continuing to show out here. Keyshawn Thomas getting stopped there and right back at it with the no huddle. It's a draw play. Oh, our lineman got knocked over, and it's going to be a first down. Deion Carter laid a pretty big hit on the running back there. Oh, come on, man. I was right there. Oh, he dropped it? Oh, my God. I don't know if the lighting is weird or something's wrong with my eyes. I didn't know he dropped that. Holy crap. I need to watch that replay. Oh, my gosh. He just dropped it. Did maybe Nolan got a hand on that? I think it was Nolan. Maybe our linebacker who I had dropped back there with got a hand on it. I don't know what happened there. That was bizarre. As they hand it off, and Jace Nolan stops that one in its tracks. It's going to be 3rd and 11. It's another handoff on 3rd and long. Man, they do not trust their freshman quarterback at all because their play calling has been hyper conservative. I think we've now forced more punts in this game than in like the last 5-6 games combined. Like, we have not forced any punts, and we've already forced 2 in the first half here. That's crazy. This will be a handoff to Brooks on the option. There's a huge seam for him to run through. Jukes a man, and it's down just short of midfield. I couldn't make sense which direction that was, but a nice run for Brooks. Some good blocking up front, too. How about that? Always got to shout out the O-line when they do well. Ooh, a nice little flip to Tanner Brooks on that RPO play that's worked so well for us, and it's another 7-yard gain. Boy, I could not make sense of who I was supposed to read on that play, so we lose one on the option. It's going to be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4, I really don't want to give them the ball back. I want to seize momentum as much as possible while their offense is kind of sputtering. And Dalton drops it! Oh, after the great week he had last week, and he drops his first target of the day. Oh, gosh dang it. We're going to have to punt it. Oh, this could be a beautiful punt if it kicks to the left, and it didn't. Going to be a touchback. Oh, Dalton had such a good week last week, too. I mean, he basically was, he had two touchdowns and another big catch or something. Like, he had a massive game last week. It's so disappointing that he turns right around and drops it on a crucial 3rd down. I don't like being in this situation where we're kind of just waiting for him almost. Like, their offense is struggling. I want to be putting points on the board, but our offense is also not doing anything, unfortunately. So now we're kind of stuck in this limbo where they're not doing anything, but we can't really put a lead together on them because our offense isn't playing well. And that's another big gain for them. They're out past midfield all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, how did that not get knocked out? Deion Carter with the hit there, but it wasn't hard enough, I guess. Hand off, and it's going to be a big gain, probably a touchdown unless Carter can make the play. I ruined the angle, and it's a touchdown for North Texas. Just like that. That's exactly what I've been saying this whole time. When they're struggling, we have to put points on the board and make them pay for struggling. Because we didn't, and now they finally put a drive together, and they already have the lead. Because we couldn't put more than a field goal up on them when their offense was struggling. And with 2.5 minutes left, it's going to be a 7-3 ball game, and we're already playing from behind in a game that we were, frankly, dominating up until that point, aside from our offense not scoring. Hand off to Brooks. Another huge hole to run through. Gets by the safety. Can he go the distance? No, he can't. He's caught from behind down at the 43-yard line. But Jalen Brooks, by far his best game on the ground in a long time. And he gets us started nicely with a huge run. It's a play action, and gosh dang is that pass rush getting in there quick. Tanner Brooks makes himself available and gets 8 yards there after Stokes is able to get it to him. And he's slow to get up. Hopefully he's not injured, but it's going to bring us to a 2-minute timeout. I called that RPO play, but they brought another defender down on the left side, and it made me nervous, so I handed it off instead. But it's going to be 3rd and 1. We're going to try and run for it here. Brooks gets around it. Thankfully, he did bounce that outside because they were going to stuff him at the line if he didn't. Time's really starting to become a factor. We're not really... I think we're in field goal range, but I do not want to settle for a field goal here. I want a touchdown, and we're going to have to throw that one away. Underneath to Montgomery, it's going to be a catch. Oh no, I tried to juke the defender. Instead, it actually costed me because I didn't get the first down on the play. So now we're going to have to call no huddle. Try and get something dialed up here pretty quickly, as we're going to have room to roll, and we're just going to run it. Go, Stokes, go. Get a block. Dalton with a block. Stokes fighting. Step arm touchdown. Marlins. Kentrell Stokes showing off the wheels and showing off why he has the quarterback job for the end of this season. Making the play with his legs and stiff-arming a defender on his way into the end zone. What a run from the quarterback. You love to see it. And how about Blake Dalton? Look at him there, getting upfield, making the key block that let him score. Holy crap. We have got the lead back. North Texas does have all 3 of their timeouts, so they can very easily string a drive together here. And obviously they're no strangers to running the no huddle, and especially if they get plays like that. I mean, holy crap, guys. You want to at least try to stop them here? Underneath, broken up, incomplete. Leon Grant in coverage there. Just a little quick hitter underneath. We do keep them short of the line to gain, so they are forced to use a timeout there. 3rd and 1. They're starting to come close to running out of time here. Oh, and it's a huge stop. We're going to call timeout if they're going to punt it. I couldn't quite tell who that was, unfortunately. I didn't get a chance to see it, but they're going to be punting it back with 21 seconds left. It looks like they're opting to just boot this thing out of bounds. Yeah, it's going to be out at about the 10. We're only going to have 15 seconds left. Maybe we shouldn't be super... I always like to be aggressive at the end of the half, but maybe we really shouldn't be here. Maybe we should just run it out. Actually, no, we're going to call a timeout. We're going to try and just chuck something deep, see if we can get it completed. There's certainly a non-zero chance that I regret this, but I'm just going to send everyone deep, and we're just going to try and complete a prayer downfield. That ball might even just go out of bounds. There's a flag on the play, though, so we'll see what that is. First flag we've seen in a while. Oh, okay, we drew a pass interference call. Unfortunately, this isn't the NFL, so it's only going to move us ahead 15 yards, but I guess we could conceivably throw another one up. Yeah, just chuck one up to Dalton, because why not? And it falls incomplete, nearly intercepted off the deflection. But that's going to do it for the first half. Freeport Tech on top with a score of 10-7 over the North Texas Mean Green. Certainly feels good to be up on a team at the half. Unfortunately, they do start with the ball, so the defense is going to have to come out ready to play. But, you know, it feels good. We're in a good spot here. We just got to... Our defense has done pretty well aside from the one drive. So maybe they can do that again. We'll see. Start of the second half now. North Texas starting with the ball. Let's see if our defense can come up with another nice stop here. Oh, I really wish he would have thrown it to the little underneath guy, because I would have jumped that so good. Unfortunately, he did find a receiver open to the left for a gain of 3. Looks like a different running back on the field, and I think their previous guy was wearing number 0. And we stuffed the new guy for a gain of nothing. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. They're no huddling again. And we'll see if we can stop them on this. But another handoff on 3rd down. What are they doing? All right, this time it almost worked, so I guess I can't knock them too hard for it. Thankfully, Micah Brewer came up and made a nice tackle, but we're going to get the ball back. Awesome. Oh my gosh, a booming punt. That is... I mean, he flipped the field on us like crazy. We're getting it at our own 18. Gosh dang. Holy crap, that dude's got a cannon for a leg. Kentrell Stokes looking to keep the positive momentum going for the offense, and that's not a good way to start. Took a big hit there. Hopefully he's okay. That's the kind of play you'll see a huge wear and tear spike for quarterbacks getting hit as they throw it. Brooks, who had a strong first half, and it's off to a good start in the second half. There he goes. Down at about the 45-yard line. If he was just like a little... I mean, he's got good speed. His speed's like 90 or something, but he was just a little bit faster. He would have had like 3 long touchdown runs on this game. He's been crazy effective. They got no answers for him right now. Oh, I thought I saw a cutback lane, but we got stuffed at the line. Oh, geez, Pete, they were all over that, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 14. Hopefully Stokes can still throw the ball. He's taken a few big hits on this drive. We're going to try and hit Dalton on a corner, and it's overthrown. It's going to bring up 4th and 14, and unfortunately, we're going to have to punt it back. It's a play action. I bit on it so hard, and it's going to be a big play for them. That was right where I was supposed to be, and I bit on the play action like a moron. So that's going to be a great start to the drive for North Texas, and they're already back on the line. Nope, shifting formations now. Quick hitter to the right side. Leon Grant gets out there, forces him out, but it's 2nd and 6. Oh, I think I did that on accident. Oh, no, I hit the X button for the conservative tackle or whatever and everything, and he still got past me. And that's a big play touchdown again. I think that's the second time I've done that in this series, where I try to do a pass rush move, but I do it like too early or something, like before I engage, and I accidentally switch over to like a corner who's supposed to be guarding a receiver, and I have no idea what happened with Carter there. He just straight up refused to tackle him. So North Texas is going to go back on top now, right around halfway through the third quarter, and that one was pretty much entirely on me, unfortunately. We have not run a lot of triple option in this series, but we're going to try it here. And I think I'm just going to keep it with Stokes, honestly. That was a good keep there for 9. And Rashad Coleman, another one of our O-linemen, injured on the play. Hayes motions into the formation. The play action. Gosh dang, the pass rush gets in quick on those plays. We're going to give Dalton a chance. Oh my gosh, he goes up and gets it. What a catch by Blake Dalton. We're going to substitute in the backup. But holy crap, Stokes on the run just kind of gave his receiver a chance, and Dalton makes it worth his while, comes down with it. I really like that play design. It actually brings Tanner Brooks in from the slot behind the line, and it snaps it once he gets back there, and then it provides an extra blocker for Brooks. It only went for 4, but the play design was cool. Hayes doing a little orbit motion. It's going to be a keeper, and it's going to be a double keeper. Stokes keeps it. Can he stiff arm? Oh, if he could have broken that tackle, he'd have been gone again, but a huge run for the quarterback, and we're down at the 23-yard line. Brooks, Stokes, and Dalton are starting to feel it in the wear and tear department a little bit, which sucks because those... Oh, no. I misread the block. I should have cut behind the blocker, and it might have been a touchdown. That's really frustrating. I think that may have been 6. Shane Wallace, the man in motion. And then Travis Miller comes in motion as well, and we're going to throw it to Miller because the pass rush got in there like crazy, and he took way too long to turn around, so that's going to make it 3rd and 11. Third quarter winding to a close here, but we got to get a 3rd down conversion. We have Wallace wide the crap open. He didn't reach for it. He didn't even try. That was a touchdown, man. I mean, Stokes probably overthrew him a little bit, but he didn't even try for it. Oh, no. I mean, dude, what was that? Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. We're going to have to settle for the field goal after we had a man wide open for a touchdown. As we established earlier, I have like 0 faith in my ability to make these. But this one is up and is good. Grant Sullivan kicking it well today, but gosh dang, man, that was a touchdown and the lead. And Stokes missed them, and Wallace like didn't even try for it. Gosh, that is frustrating. I don't know what that was. Ugh. Well, we're down 1, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Defense is going to have to come up big. Man, the quarterback has all day to throw it. Andy's got a receiver, but Deion Carter breaks it up. What a play from the safety. That was a huge gain for the Mean Green, but Deion Carter got his hand in there and knocked it free. Holy crap, what a play. Short little completion. Kind of jitterbugs his way through the defense. They're going to try and get another play in, but they aren't going to be able to get it. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 as the fourth quarter will be starting with Freeport Tech down 1, but potentially with a stop in their hands here. A&M, BYU, SMU, Penn State is quite the top 4. They're going 4 wide, but I do believe this is going to be a handoff. We just got to get back there. And we do! Landon Briggs fights through the blocker, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and North Texas will be punting. Great play there from the defense. Jalen Brooks finds a seam. Wow, he is running so well today. Oh my gosh, I tried to get rid of that and I couldn't. The pass rush still got in there too fast somehow. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Keeper for Stokes. Can he beat the defender to the outside? He takes a hit. It's going to make it 3rd and 6, so more manageable. We got Dalton underneath. Catches it. First down, Marlins. Montgomery in motion. We're going to run play action to Brooks, see if we can't get him to bite on it. They kind of did, but no one got open, so we're going to have to throw it away. Oh, nowhere to go. They were ready for Brooks that time. 3rd and 11. Looks like they're sending a blitz. I wanted to get it to Montgomery over the middle, but he took too long to come out of the break. 4th and 24. We got to punt it and pray the defense gets a stop. Gosh dang it. Handoff, and Landon Briggs comes up and makes the TFL loss of 2. They called no huddle and then proceeded to just sit there and make me watch them stand in formation for 30 seconds. Watch, they're going to do it again. They're going to call no huddle, but there's no way they're snapping this before the 2-minute timeout. Yeah, as expected, they just let the clock run to the 2-minute timeout. Why even bother no huddling if that's what you're going to do? 3rd and 5. Got to get a stop here. See if we can. All day to throw, and yeah, there he is. He's wide the crap open, sitting right in the middle of the defense. It's a 1st down. We're going to call timeout. I don't think it's technically over, but it sure feels over. Handoff to the running back. Nehemiah King gets in there. Call timeout. It's going to be a keeper for the quarterback. I'm getting held there, and the ref isn't going to call it. And that is going to do it. I was trying to get off the block and go left, but the lineman was just not letting go. And that is going to do it. They're going to be able to kneel it out now. It's going to be a loss again for Freeport Tech on senior day. 14-13. Just had to settle for too many field goals. That was the end. That was the death of us in this game, unfortunately. And we couldn't make it count when it mattered most. Couldn't get a touchdown on that final drive. Had to settle for the field goal again. And it just... defense couldn't get the stop at the end. Super disappointing, man. That felt like our best chance to win in a while. And we still just let the opportunity slip through our fingers anyway. It sucks. Really, really sucks. The opportunities like that don't come super often for this team. We've been blown out a number of times, and they've been in games where it's like, boy, we don't really have a chance in this one. We had a chance in this one, and we just kind of blew it, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the stats. Stokes, 12 for 20, 60% completions ain't bad. 104 yards is not very much, though, and threw an interception with no touchdown. So, much worse day through the air than last week for him. I do know I had to throw it away a few times, though, so that's what some of those incompletions were. But not quite as good as he was last week, unfortunately. What a wasted performance by Jalen Brooks. Absolutely outstanding. 15 carries for 124 yards. The only thing he was missing was a touchdown. Kentrell Stokes did get one, had 11 for 34 of his own. To have a performance like that and still only put up 13 points is crazy. We just couldn't convert we couldn't convert any of our momentum into points, unfortunately, and it sucks because Brooks had the heck of a game, and it was just wasted ultimately. Receiving department, Zach Montgomery 4 for 48. Tanner Brooks 3 for 28. Blake Dalton 2 for 28. Marquise Taylor 1 for 9. Travis Miller 2 for -9. Oh, that's right, because he lost I think he lost yards on both of his catches or something like that. So, yeah, not much to write home about. As we saw, Stokes just didn't throw for a lot of yards, so that's just kind of the fact of it, unfortunately. Tyquan Reed gave up the 1 sack, but did have 5 pancakes, so good on him, I suppose. Shane Wallace had 4 pancakes, which is crazy for a tight end. Coleman had 3, Isaiah Griffin had 2, Seth Wallace had 2, Casey McCoy had 2, Malik Evans had 1, and Tanner Brooks had 1. Lots of linemen playing because we had, I think, 2 go down to injury over the course of this game, which is wild. Defensive department, Jace Nolan led the team with 7 tackles, followed by Deion Carter with 6. That's 2 pretty big games in a row for Deion Carter in the tackling department, and he had a nice pass breakup downfield as well. He did lead the team in TFLs as well with 2. Jace Nolan, DeAndre White, Landon Briggs, Keyshawn Thomas, Jameer Ross, and Darius Holmes all getting 1 apiece. And 2 weeks in a row with no sacks. That's kind of crazy that we're just not getting home on the quarterback anymore. Man, that's disappointing for sure. Oh, I'm interested. What was their quarterback's completion percentage on this game? 80. So 12 for 15. So much more human than most of our previous opponents. But still, ultimately not a great showing from the defense overall. I mean, it was, I guess, because we only allowed like 14 points. Like, they got a lot of stops today. It's actually more on the offense. I misspoke. The offense is way more to blame for this loss than the defense, unfortunately. So, yeah, we got 1 shot left, unfortunately, to pick up a win, and it's not going to be at home. That was our final home game of the year. Wish we could have sent the fans home happy, but it is what it is. Moving on, Coach Evan Sevenropi says the team learned key lessons in home loss to Conference foe North Texas. I think that's the same headline we got last week, actually. But yeah, just got to move on from this game, move on from this season. We only got 1 game left, so let's just sim on ahead to it. North Texas gains bowl eligibility with that win, I just noticed, so good on them, but we unfortunately fall to 2-9. No commitments this week, but some interesting updates here. Antonio Bickley has reached his top 3. We're the only school going after him, so we should hopefully land him. McCants has reached his top 5. We are in the lead still for him, which is nice. UCF has actually dropped out entirely out of his top 3. Arizona State passed him up, but if you look at the bars there, we're gaining a lot of ground on him. We'll see how that changes now that they're going to be able to hard sell and stuff like that. I don't know how much our hard sell is going to get for him, unfortunately. Corbin Ostergaard down to his top 5 as well. We're the only school after him. Scott Sims we're not going after. So those are the 3 meaningful updates on the recruiting trail. We will, of course, have some points in recruiting to spend, and we got USF on the road. Oh, and they're playing football eligibility as well, so yippee, they're going to be fired up for this game. Also, please let it end, as it says at the bottom. It's talking about the losing streak that we're on, but it almost feels like it's talking about the season on the whole, which, fair, honestly. But that is going to do it for us this week. Fell to 2-9 on the season, 1-6 in conference play. One more game left, and then it's the off season. So hopefully, as the headline says, fingers crossed, we'll be able to pick up a win next week. But that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you again for joining me. Love and appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see all y'all in my next episode. Later, y'all.